welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing all my secrets, my tips, my tricks on how to make him obsessed. I first want to start off by saying I appreciate you for showing up for yourself, and for my subscribers who have been watching my videos and been on their journey to becoming the best version of themselves. I want to say I am here because you are here. You investing your time with improving yourself is a reciprocating energy. So I'm so happy for you to show up for yourself and for me to be here to show up for you. Let's get into it. The 12 things that you can do to make him absolutely and effortlessly obsessed with you. All right, you already knew I was gonna say it. Become obsessed with yourself. It all starts with you. You are the seed, and your concept of self sprouts the thoughts and the fruits of how you think and feel and your beliefs about yourself. If you don't see yourself as valuable, then why would he? Why would you expect something from someone else that you do not begin to feel that way about yourself? And if you're really serious about becoming the best version of yourself, I teach my blueprint of what worked for me, and you can get all the information to that in the description box. We've all been through our own stuff, our trauma, our childhoods, our problems, but that's the thing. Like, you are not the reason why the things happen to you during your childhood, but as an adult, you are now responsible. So what you have to do is grow and alchemize your beliefs and what happened to you to shape the person that you want to be, your future self, your higher self. And that could be through affirmations and changing your beliefs, doing mirror work, and things like that. By glowing up physically, working on your outer appearance. And I have a video on how you can physically glow up. But it's not just about physically, but also emotionally and mentally. Doing the inner work, doing the reflection, the shadow work, the healing work, so that you can become obsessed with your essence, your energy, and who you are. So I had a friend named Lindsay, and her mindset and the way that she thought about herself was so positive, optimistic, and empowering. And she wasn't that much to look at. Like, she was average looking and okay kind of girl. But whenever we would say go to the bathroom, she was always saying things that uplifted herself, like, oh wow, my makeup looks really good today, or wow, I'm having a really good hair day today. I'm so glad I used a roller set last night, or I'm so glad I washed my hair last night. It smells so good. Whenever she spoke about herself, when other people are around, it was really elevated, high thoughts of herself, so I started to see her that way. I started to see her as oh, she's having such great hair days. She is so beautiful. Her thoughts became contagious and shifted the way that people viewed her and the way that people thought about her, because she thinks that about herself. And what she did was she started using mirror work and affirmations to change her beliefs. And the repetition and constantly doing this, eventually her mindset started to shift. She started to tell herself these things so many times that it became her reality. When she wasn't doing anything, she would just end up saying them out loud because it became so ingrained in her. Be youthful, be playful, and lighthearted. Men are really drawn to your energy, not the effort that you put in, not the things that you do for him, not the laundry that you do or the cleaning of the house that you did. They are really drawn to an airy, a flowy, sense of energy. Flirt with your life, be playful and expressive, have fun. Don't be so like boring and mundane and just have like a stick up your ass, you know, like experience joy in your life. This part of it is like such a game changer to just being lighthearted and fun, is not taking dating so seriously. Have fun with it and just see it as like an opportunity to get to know people. Be playful with it and don't really attach to the outcome. Fun experience, like, oh, I get to dress up and be pretty and meet new people and have fun, and I get to have a wonderful meal. So just like make it like such an enjoyable event when you have to go on a date. Never complain, never explain. If a man isn't doing what you want him to do, don't complain, don't explain. Just like pour into your happiness, being fun, being lighthearted, and enjoying yourself. Don't let anybody bring you down, and don't ever explain yourself for when you're upset. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you feel the way you did. Being happy is the key. So when you're first like in a relationship or you're dating, nobody wants to be around someone that's like a negative cloud, especially if it's a man who is successful and he deals with negativity on a daily basis. He doesn't want to come home to his personal life being more negative. So make sure that you are living a happy and fulfilled life and you are a joy to be around, because you will be that breath of fresh air when they need it, and making them more drawn to you and wanting to be around you because you bring that happiness, that peace, and that joyful aspect into their life. Egocentric women always win. Make sure that you invest in yourself, and that's where confidence comes from. Investing in your mindset, your skills, your looks. Confidence is built from investing in yourself, investing your time, your energy to improve yourself. Stop people pleasing. If you go through your life living for other people, because life goes by so fast, when it's all said and done, you don't want to look back and regret like, oh, I didn't get to do things that I wanted to do. So always do what you love, what pleases you. Don't care about what everyone else thinks, because they are not you. They are not living your life. And do what makes you feel so loved, so full. The best way that you can attract a high quality man to you is by living a life of quality, a life that you love. A life where you treat yourself like a queen, a goddess, a life that you pour into yourself, your skills, your mindset, your hobbies, by showing up for yourself first, being there for you, because you're the only person that will ever have your back genuinely. So just being there for yourself. And the way that you treat yourself, others will treat you that same way. They will be a reflection of how you treat yourself. And that's just universal law. Like, people mirror your energy back to you, whether it's conscious or subconscious. Make sure you are living a life that you love, putting yourself first, so that you can experience a life and experience people mirroring that same energy, that same love and respect that you have right back. Men invest in women who they know they are worth the investment. If you're investing in yourself, then he will invest in you. He will know that you feel you are worthy, you are worth the investment. The money that he puts into you, it will grow over time. So he knows that you are constantly evolving because you have put in the effort and the improvement into yourself to become better. So it's like, okay, if I invest in her, then I'm going to get even more than what I initially put into her. Have self-confidence. And if you don't have it, then you can build certainty within yourself. Because a woman who knows that she has options, she moves differently. But a woman who knows her worth and her value, what she adds to the relationship and what kind of energy she brings or can foster into the dynamic, she knows that there is a perfect opportunity out there waiting for her. And she is not vibrating off the mindset of scarcity. She is optimistic, and she knows that there is an abundance out there for her. because she is moving with that kind of energy. She has that energy that's like, I know I'm incredible, but do you? You know, like, I know my worth. Are you showing me through your actions that you know that I'm worth it? You need to show up for yourself. Showing up for yourself is so important. It builds discipline and it does build your confidence because you are able to be there for yourself and you are making yourself a priority in your life. And you really got your back. And it also builds like your self-assuredness within you. You're a priority. You are on the pedestal. You are prioritizing who you are, and you are only focused on yourself. You're not worried about outside influences. You're focusing on your improvement and how you can become better, because that is all that matters, is you. When you are on that pedestal, you are the only thing that needs to be worried about or that needs to be a concern. Everything else falls away. What do you have in the end? All you have is you. Yeah, you may have your family, but when you grow up, you only have you. So that's who you need to focus on. Start embracing your feminine movements. The way you move affects how men perceive you. They are really attracted to the opposite of masculinity, with the movements of light, flowy, airy, growing with the flow, graceful. That is what draws men in. Your feminine energy, your feminine movements. And what I mean by this is slowing down, being graceful, being soft, being elegant, expressive. Be mindful of your body movements. So maybe like when you flip your hair, or walking slower, talking slower, how you play with your hair, how you adjust your straps, or like how you adjust your jewelry, how you adjust things that you're wearing. Just being like more softer in your touch when you're around him. That will make him more drawn and obsessed with you. Observe like the flowing of your body, the way like cats walk. Maybe you can start dancing and doing a dance that's like very expressive and flowy. Sitting and standing up straight, not hunching over, not looking at your phone like this, you know. Being just aware of your body and flowing with it. Flirting with him through your body movements, studying your body language, all of that jazz. Let's say you're going on a date and you get there, letting him observe you and just being very like floaty, feminine. Maybe you go to the bar and order a drink and you just are just so feminine within your movements. Doing things like that will really make him obsessed. Flirt. Show hints of interest. When you're on a date, make eye contact with him. Maybe even do siren eyes, like the siren eye makeup. And then just hold eye contact with him for about 2 to 3 seconds. Just listen. And then just be like really flirty with your body language and your eyes. Just like soft touches. And like look up like that. Just, you know, do things to like subtly flirt and show your interest with him. Look at him in the eyes for 2 to 3 seconds and then look away. Genuinely smile at him. You could do subtle touches, like maybe touching his arm when he like makes a joke. Just very lightly, subtle touches, or even touching your body softly and gently and in a elegant and feminine way. It's all about, you know, the ebbs and the flows. Like think of nature and the ocean, how the waves go out and then come back in. So just think of a flowy kind of way or energy in your head when you're like being flirty. Also, like in the art of seduction, it just talks about, you know, the highs and the lows really makes him want to come back. So even through texting, like, you know, just like not giving him too much into the conversation, letting him like, you know, work for it, letting him like want to know more, but you're not spilling the beans. You're not pouring all of yourself out to him. Ride the waves of the highs and the lows. Let him see you from afar. Let him observe you in your element, or let him watch you do things, and don't be like weirded out by it, but embrace it. Men are hunters, so let them admire you and bask in your beauty. Before you even speak, like just be comfortable with sitting in silence and just let him admire all that you are, and just don't even say anything. Just let him take it all in. Walk with confidence. Be engaged with your hobbies. And when you're not with him, enjoy your space, enjoy being around you, and enjoy what you're doing in the moment. Let him notice you, not just your looks, but your energy. And let him see you in your element. Let's say that you're taking a class or something, you feel somebody looking at you. Let him look at you. Let him admire you while you pretend that you're not looking at him and paying attention. Ask for help or advice. Men like to feel useful and they like to feel needed. Every now and then ask him like, can you help me with this? Or what are your thoughts about that? Or what do you think about this subject? This triggers his provider instinct without you having to chase him. Show him appreciation, excitement, and joy when he has done something. Men are kind of like dogs. Like when they do something right, you want to say like, yay, you want to show your appreciation because that will make him want to do more for you and do more of that right thing. When he does something thoughtful, that is your cue to light up and just be so happy, so thankful, and be like, this is so amazing. Thank you so much. Men repeat what they are awarded for. So award good behavior and appreciate the things that he does with you so that you can keep getting those same things. Know when to give him that same energy. So if he starts to pull back and not doing as much, do not overshoot. Do not try to win him back by pouring more energy into the relationship and putting in more effort. Simply mirror what he does. So if he's laid back, then you be laid back too. Mirror the energy by being more feminine, soft, and being more magnetic. Once he notices the shift in the energy because you don't complain and you don't explain, he will start to step up. Once he realizes that he needs to claim you or he needs to put in more work. Be mysterious. Don't tell him your whole life. Don't overshare. Don't walk him through every aspect of your day. Don't share with him every single thing that you're doing in your day. Let him earn the right to know you over time. You do this by having a full and fulfilling life. Don't be too available. Have hobbies, have interests, work on yourself. And if you're really serious about becoming the best version of yourself, I teach my blueprint of what worked for me, and you can get all the information to that in the description box. Make him curious about you and wonder like, I wonder what she's up to. I wonder what she's doing right now. And you can create that air of mystery by saying like, okay, if you're on the phone or you're having a conversation through text, be like, oh, this happened. I can't wait to see you so I can tell you about it. And this builds up the anticipation to see you. Keep certain things private, like your childhood trauma or your finances, your exes, and things that happened in past relationships. Keep things private. He doesn't need to know every single thing about you. He doesn't need to see you peeing or pooping. That's kind of like a brother-sister dynamic, and it has no place for someone that's in a relationship. And if you just met this guy, do not start future planning. You need to relax and enjoy the moment. You do not need to try to prove yourself that you are wifey material. You don't have to prove yourself by doing things. Let him figure that out on his own. Let him put it all together. Keep it light, keep it fun, and magnetic. Because the right one will naturally start to see you in that way. So when you are first starting out, do not paint a picture of who he will be to you in your life and what your future will hold and what it will look like. Don't do any of that, because then that will put you in the mindset of attaching yourself to a made up version of him that you created in your mind. Take it for what it is, Don't start dreaming up versions of him that you would want him to be, because you'll start to fall in love with that version of him. Always, look at the facts, look at what he did, look at what he said, look at how he treated you, and then move accordingly. Because you don't have to prove your worth to anyone. The right man who wants to be with you will naturally see that in you, and he will want to do that for you. He will want you to be his, and he won't want any man to take what is his. You know, men are very territorial. They're in their caveman era. So he will never allow you to be taken by the next guy. Okay, if he really wants you, he will put a ring on it. I hope y'all learned something. I hope this video helped you. If you are ready to become that ultimate woman, learn more in the description. And thank you for showing up for you.